Early morning to your team. Probably my last true blue weekend of the Raw, heading into Anzac weekend. So really going to try and tip over a stag this weekend. Still lots of good hunting headed sort of post Raw, but sounds like the stags are sort of shut up a bit, so going to head into the Ruahinis. As you can see, it's real early in the morning. Going to hit the pack. The boys are already in there. They went in last night, so I'm going to hit it nice and fresh, nice and early, and man, it's going to be cold when I hit that water. So let's get the show on the road, get some K's under our belt, get that pack on, and get wet feet and get sweaty.
Once again.
Let's do it. And you can see that. About 3:45. Hit our first water crossing. Oh, that's not too bad. When I crossed the other weekend, it was right up here. Not too bad. Righty team, got the dry boots on now, sporting the new Markor gauges. I think we'll give those a bit of a nudge, and now we're about to hit the hill. Spotted our first deer. I don't know what you can see, but it's just there, moving over there. It's still a bit bloody dark. Time's now 9 o'clock. I have seen 5 deer. One I videoed. It was too dark to really pick her up. 2, 3 scampering across the face down there. One way up on those slips up there, so they're at a contention. So I sort of thought the war had finished, but it looks like it's just, well, I guess it is finished. They're not going hard, and it's just tailing off. So you've got stags just groaning, and the hinds. I hope you heard that. Not that successful this morning, but might wait till the sun hits these bottom faces down here. See if it pushes anything out on the face in them. One of the biggest problems when you solo hunt and you film all your hunts is that you have to set up all the cameras before taking the shot, and as a consequence I really had no time for the shot as the deer walked off the face. Bugger! They didn't muck around, they shot off. Okie dokie, no success there. Let's move on. Head up to camp, catch up with the boys, and then make a plan for an afternoon shot. Might go somewhere different, so, but I'll come back in the morning. And if those hinds are still mucking around there, unfortunately for them, it could be lights out. The hunter-gatherer in me is coming out. I haven't seen any stag spikers or anything, so not good, not good. Oh, trigger finger's getting a bit itchy. Right, box on. Ooh, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've caught up with the boys, had a bite to eat. Now we're just chillaxing for about another hour, and then we'll head out and onto our blinds for our evening shot. So this is our camper. Kimasabi's over there in the big yellow tent, Mr. Kuyu. TJ's gone to do a bit of recon, and I'll meet him up on the track and we'll go shoot my blind. And hopefully slay up a couple of nice meat animals. That's our first deer of the afternoon. She's way down there. Yeah, wouldn't even contemplate that for the big stag, be a different story. Stripped off in light order now. Me and old bro, we call this recovery mode. Yeah, so I'll circle it on the video, but those are the trees where we shot from, and she will be right down there somewhere. Anyway, we found our deer. Let's go down there, get the butcher on. Gonna introduce this young yearling to my new Mikado knife. So get this all cleaned out. And I've got to say, man, this is the first time I've used this Mikado, and I watched TJ just take that head off like it wasn't even on there attached, eh, bro?
Yeah, bro.
It was just razor sharp. Yeah, it's straight out of the box, but probably thanks to the boys on the Gav Boo Boo Facebook close page, because you guys started having a yarn about these Mikados during the week, and it kind of got in my head and I got a bit obsessed with it. So I've got one now, and out of the box, crazy ass sharp. So the only thing is, can I keep it that sharp? Right. So we're just gonna drag that bad boy in the bush and get processing in there. If you're a bit squeamish, don't look at this bit. Just doing a bit of boning out and tightening up, optimise our weight load on the way up, recover everything except for the ribs and the neck, I suppose. Bone those back legs out, take the shoulders off, back steaks in the pack, eye fillets out. I'm not too sure if you can sort of grasp how steep this is. Here's level, and that's how vertical it is. It's really hard to show on the camera, but it's just a mega grind out of here. Right, back up, cut up, walk up, out and up, up and out, back along the track, back down to camp. Yeah, the other thing I've got for the first time up here, as well as my new Mikado knife, is these Markhor gaiters. Really wanted to have a gaiter that zipped up the front. All my other gaiters that I'd had were side zippers, and they always come undone, buck would come undone. So I just thought if they're on the front like these ones here, they might not come undone. So I've been handling the general. The only probably one thing is being I've got slightly shorter legs. They're a little bit long. Hey man, I'm just up in the hills there at Secret Spot Triple X, through fellas Triple X, and I just met a couple of the boys, YouTube subscribers. Just
Josh, Mark and Luke.
Yeah, Luke, yeah, so nice catching up with the brothers. I've given them the low key on to they'll let us slay as many hinds as they want at my spot now. Yeah, but, nice meeting the boys, and you'll see them on YouTube. Yeah. Hey guys, just packing up the gears. Back legs, shoulders, back stakes. Ready to head out. Something's happened. Yeah, something's happened. Bumped into 3-day hunters that I'd met before on another trip. Had a good yarn to them. We were up on the blind. Basically, had just shot one off there. Had to catch up with them. Seemed like good enough sort of blokes. They had a big long range cannon with them, and I sort of said to them that a mate of mine was down in a certain gully, and I just sort of asked what their intentions were, you know, and they were going to trundle up the track and sort of head indicatively further up this ridge and so forth. What happened was, as we finished our recovery, we got up to the hill, started hearing a lot of shots, and they were coming from down the track. So we got a call up on the RT from Gav, who said the stag he'd been watching had just been shot at about 9 or 10 times and gut shot right in front of him, you know. Once I got those RT comms from Gav, I then decided to trundle down the track. That's where I met the 3 young fellas heading up, and I asked them, I said, hey, you boys have a bit of a bomber? They said, oh, it wasn't us, it was those guys down the track. So they saw me and promptly turned around and spun around and went another way to go recover their deer. But I did manage to bump into the old chap that was there, and I just said to him, I said, hey, you know my mate's down there and you've just put all those bullets right across the top of him. Kind of semi-apologised, I'm not too sure. Had a bit of a yarn to him, and yeah, pretty disappointed that those guys didn't stick to their plan and ended up shooting over the top of my mate, you know. It was, we made it very clear at the beginning that he was down in a certain area, down in, say for instance, like that gully. They said that they were going to go up there. They couldn't help themselves. They sound like really experienced hunters, you know, shot a lot of deer, but they couldn't contain themselves and had to have a go at this shitter of a stag 875 metres across the gully in really wicked crosswinds, and consequently we thought there was a battle going on with the Taliban. So a little bit disappointed, to be fair, man. I thought yeah, there's a bit of a code there. Really disappointed in those guys. I mean, you'll have to live with that decision, but that's pretty not much. That's not how we would roll. You know, we would stick to the agreements made or the assumptions, but certainly wouldn't go shoot over or shoot into an area we know somebody's in. I mean, I don't think most guys would. You know, so it's not really a rant, but it's just an observation. And I mean, I'm a bit disappointed. That's all. Hope it doesn't come across as a rant, but yeah, really disappointed in those guys. Especially, you know, they appear to be really seasoned, experienced hunters and done a bit of long range shooting. So that's me, pack laden with that whole yearling in it. Another trip done. I didn't see any stags to shoot, hence the reason I'm filling the freezer with young, tasty, delicious yearling hinds. Been a real challenging raw, actually a pretty stink raw for myself. Haven't seen a hell of a lot of stags, haven't been shootable, or I've been helping Gav out, trying to pick a stag out for him. So never mind, that's the way it is. Still got some venison, so that's all that matters. Man, only one thing about going uphill, you have to go downhill, and I hate going downhill, especially with a heavy pack full of venison and gears, because it's mega hard on your knees. Oh, not far to go. Okay, so I'm walking out along the riverbed here, bump into Leonard Thorby, another one of our YouTube subscribers. It's a nice meeting, Leonard. Okay, he was heading up for a hunt. I told him to avoid a couple of gullies because there were shooters up there, or some guys have been up there thrashing already, so that was pretty cool. It's 4 sets of guys I've met that have watched the YouTube clips, or so yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool to see the boys all out in the hills going hard. Awesome. Hey, hope you enjoyed watching that. Not a very successful raw. Got some venny in the pack. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Had a good mission with the lads. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next adventure. Cheers.